Greetings, my friends. I've always been a protector of women, of girls. I've got 6 sisters, 3 daughters, a wife, and I've always protected girls my entire life. I don't let girls get messed with by boys or by anyone. It's a pet peeve of mine. I protect women the way the Bible says you're supposed to. And this is one of those things. I got to admit that I'm a little bit confused. Of a North Carolina high school just suspended a 15-year-old girl who they claim filed a false sexual assault claim when the police had already charged the suspect with the crime he confessed. I told you last week about the North Carolina middle school, that had sixth graders doing a art class, looking at a picture with a sex act between a boy and a girl on it. And now we have a North Carolina high school suspending a girl for doing what they've told her to do, to report something that's not right, she's not comfortable with. Let's go ahead and read the article. North Carolina high school suspends 15-year-old female student for reporting sexual assault in girls' restroom. The school accused the teenager of filing a false report even after the male student confessed to police and was charged. This was written by Julian Contrason, and it was on November the 7th at 8:23 p.m. as it was reported. This was at Hawthorne Academy of Health Sciences was the name of the school. And it was WBTV Carolina that investigated it. Last month, a 15-year-old student in Charlotte, North Carolina, confided in her school's administrators that a classmate had sexually assaulted her in the girls' restroom. She claimed that the unnamed male student had been following her into the restroom, groping her without consent, and that he had been doing so for weeks before she was able to work up the nerve to come forward. Now, understand, this is a big thing. I mean, some people can just report this right away. Some it takes a while. And she had the guts to come forward and do what was right. Back to the article. But instead of intervening or protecting her, the woke administrators at the Hawthorne Academy of Health Sciences inexplicably called her a liar and suspended her for filing a false report, even though the police had already charged the male student with 2 counts of sexual battery after he had confessed. The school has reportedly not punished the attacker in any way. They are making her feel like she is being punished for coming forward, the mother told WBTV. The assaults went unreported for quite some time because, according to the Daily Beast, the victim was afraid no one would believe her, which makes the school's punishment of her for coming forward that much more unsettling. Yeah, what are other girls going to do now? Back to the article. It also begs the question, what kind of culture is in place at Hawthorne that would make a student feel that way? After enduring the abuse for weeks, she felt confident enough to speak up after attending a Title IX assembly earlier in the year that encouraged students to come forward about instances of abuse. About around the same time of the assembly, the girl spoke with another student who told her that she had a similar experience with the same assailant. The two of them brought their allegations to the assistant principal, who notified the police, triggering an investigation. A copy of the police report, viewed by the Daily Beast, states that 2 minors reported that the subject attempted to engage in sexual contact against the victim's will. A few weeks later, her mother said the police called to say that the alleged assailant had confessed. He was later charged with 2 counts of sexual battery. The whole situation has left the victim's mother completely shocked, especially with the school's decision-making. While remaining anonymous for her daughter's protection, she told the Daily Beast this week that she believes the school has failed her daughter. Schools teach your kids, you see something, you say something. And in this case, my daughter did, and it seems that the school system has failed her. Shortly after the school was notified of the incidents, the victim's mother was informed by Hawthorne's assistant principal, Nina Adams, that they had found no evidence of a sexual assault and instead accused her daughter of filing a report based on lies. When the mother confronted Adams with the fact that the police had gotten a confession to the assaults from the male student, she brazenly replied, "Unfortunately, the police department has nothing to do with the school system." My brain hurts. Back to the article. I said to her, "I'm a little confused because this student admitted to the detectives that interviewed him at the police station that he did in fact do this," the mother recalled. And she said, the assistant principal said, "Unfortunately, what the police department does has nothing to do with the school system." Keep in mind, this is a public school official. I grew up in the hood. I've told many of you about it before. I grew up in a school where private security cops came on their off-duty time, and they would roam the halls. We would have rapes during the day in my school, my middle school. Rapes during the day. There'd be drug dealings, any kind of sexual assault, anything going on, and the cops would grab these people and take them, and they would be charged with the crime, and the school would be 100% behind it. So what's happened from the days I went to school when the law actually was the law, and now this vice principal says, unfortunately, what the police department does has nothing to do with the school system. I'm just aghast. I'm amazed. So understand what's going on in this country, and you won't see this in the main headlines. I saw it looking for my online ministries, and I happen to find it on the website, and I'm bringing it to you verbatim, word for word, reputable source. This is really, really sad. It's pathetic, and I have no more words. Give me your comments, what you think about it, how you feel about it, like you have been doing. I'm sure that YouTube and social media will throttle this video whenever I put out a video exposing what's going on in the world today, exposing the way that young girls and women are being treated, and young children are being treated in schools, and exposed to sexuality, and exposed to all kinds of things. My videos get put in lower tier so they can't be seen by as many. That's on YouTube and social media. I have no control over that. All I can do is put the word out the way Jesus Christ has me do it, and whatever happens, happens. That's all I can do. This is a Christian channel, so if you've never been saved by Jesus Christ's precious blood, pray the prayer, do the 6 steps in the box below the video, and no one's guaranteed more time in your life. If you'd like prayer, contact me. I'll pray for you every day. Pray for all these kids that go to these schools. Pray for all these children exposed to this kind of stuff. It's horrible. And pray that parents and everyone, even non-parents, will wake up and see what's going on and say, I've had enough of this. It's got to stop. Our kids are our treasures. They need to be protected at all times. Love you guys. Share. Bye.